So, here's where it stands. I have, as you know, absolutely no more passion for doing more Anita Sarkeesian videos. The well has run dry on that topic. And so what I would like to do going forward is reinvent my channel in 3 specific ways. I want to devote more time to my arts and various literature, musical projects, that kind of thing. So I have a project coming up called Somnambulism that I'm going to be sharing with you here on the channel. This is an album of modern dance music that are modern ballet music that I've written after seeing various modern ballet performances that I was very impressed by, outstanding among them those done by Glow ATL, an Atlanta-based dance troupe. And so this is music that's inspired very much by Philip Glass, Arvo Part, Stephen Reich, that kind of thing. So you will be hearing that on the channel very soon. You will also be seeing a return to dark therapy very soon. You will also be seeing new reviews of video games, books, movies, TV, all of that. And you'll be seeing more reviews of that coming up. And I want to kind of reinvent this channel as a sort of libertarian pop culture hub. I want to make it into a sort of, a place where we can look at pop culture from a cultural libertarian perspective, because I feel like we're kind of without a country, so to speak, in a lot of ways. None of the other pop culture media outlets really cater to this particular perspective. So I want to do that. I want to try to fill that void. And then I want to also do the satirical commentaries that you have come to know and love from me. However, I want to update and develop the style and the delivery of them, and I want to try to do more of a video essay format. There will still be a lot of this talking to the camera stuff. For the most part, I'm going to save that for the JO42 reviews segments, but I want to do more video essay type presentations, and that seems to be very much in vogue now. So that's what I want to do for the future of the channel. The thing is, I do need, the movie, what happened with the movie threw me for a loop, and so I do need to get this channel to where it's justifying the amount of money I'm putting into it. I mean, the money is justifying the amount of time I'm putting into it. And if it sounds like I'm talking fast, it's because I've done this video about 20 times now, and I swear to God, this is going to be the final one. Anyway, so the ultimate thing is, this is what I want to do going forward with the channel. And when I last broached the topic of getting the channel up to $100 per video, I was hit with a lot of negativity, mostly by people who were accusing me of not living by Ayn Rand's standards, and demonstrating they did not grasp what Ayn Rand was about. Simply put, it's about government coercion in the marketplace, about government taking your money and redistributing it, not people doing what they choose to do with their money, such as supporting the arts of their own free will. And so, and it is certainly not e-begging what I intend to accomplish, and you should not chastise me for e-begging if you have ever enjoyed member-supported National Public Radio. See, I take a slight moral high ground to them because I'm not taking the taxpayer-funded element of this. I'm doing this entirely off of private donations, i.e. not coercive donations. Anyway, get off my soapbox right quick. The thing is, I've got a couple of months worth of content planned out, and I'm going to be putting them up there, and I'm going to be hitting hard on advertising that I want this channel to get to where it's paying for itself and where it's justifying the time that's going into it. So $100 per video is where I would like to get. If I do not get to that point, I am going to have to seriously revisit how much time I can put into this channel. Cue all of the peanut gallery on the internet telling me how irrelevant I am to anything. Go ahead, get it out of your system. Anyway, that's just the fact of the matter, the reality as it stands. And so that is the first. Those are the first and foremost things. I had one stretch goal already in mind, which is if I can get up to $250 per video, I will record an album of jazz music using some local Atlanta cats. I anticipate being able to, I will be able to do that if I get up to the $250 level. And then if I can get up to the $500 level, $500 per video, and I know my detractors are just screaming bloody murder right now in their cacophonous laughter at my rank bravado at ever suggesting that anything I do could ever be worth anything of that sort. But anyway, the fact of the matter is, what I want to do is, if I get up to $500, I'm going to start doing a video series where I travel to go talk and interview game developers and talk to them about the craft of game design, the process of making video games, and that sort of thing. And then and kind of make it like inside the actor's studio, but for game development. And that's something that I can have a lot of passion for. That's something I can really put myself behind. And so I would like to get that. I would like to get that happening. And if I get the ball rolling on that, there's actually a really good chance that I could salvage a lot of what I had in mind for the Sierra documentary in some form or another. Anyway, the last thing is the other thing that you all need to be made aware of, what is weighing heavily upon me at the moment, is, as I alluded to previously, there's a journalist who published some very defamatory statements about me prior to my launching the crowdfunding campaign for the Sierra movie, and that those statements played into the shift in public opinion that made it impossible for me to fund or create the Sierra movie. So it looks like I have this is someone who accused me of operating a con, and I have an excellent track record of delivering on my crowd-funded goals. And so I wrote to this person privately back when they first did this and said, look, talk whatever crap about me you want, say whatever you want, but, trash me, run me through the gutter, however you want, but don't accuse me of operating a con. I'm going to have to ask that you not do that, because that's making a very specific claim, and something that is, flat out not true. And, this person wrote back to me and said, well, the con is that you're holding yourself out as a capable filmmaker. And, no, that's bullshit. In legal terminology, when you accuse someone of operating a con, that has a very specific meaning, and the courts do not care about your idiosyncratic definitions of what things mean. And furthermore, this is someone who in the past, in the course of making the Sarkeesian Effect, heavily implied and suggested that the movie was just going to be a big cash grab and it was never actually going to come out or anything like that. So this is someone who knows full well what they're doing. And so it looks like, on paper, it looks like I've got an open and shut defamation case. This is a person who acted with actual malice to accuse me of something reprehensible that is not true, did so with flagrant disregard for the facts, and it has transpired in such a way as to have a serious effect on my ability to do business and do the project that I wanted to do. So I am looking into what kind of case I have. I have my regular attorney that handles my business affairs said that it looks like this is a defamation case, because when you accuse someone of operating a con, you are saying that they are taking money with the intention of producing no return. It does not have anything to do with, the quality of filmmaking or anything like that, or any kind of nuanced definition. This person, this journalist flat out said I was going to try to con people out of money, and that was not my intention. That has had an extraordinarily negative effect on my ability to do business. And so I'm looking into it. The thing is, though, my regular attorney has put me in touch with an attorney who specializes in defamation cases and that sort of thing. Because it's kind of like, you put your symptoms into WebMD and they say, and it comes back and, it looks like you've got cancer and Huntington's and, AIDS and everything else, when in fact you just have the flu or something. You need a professional to actually look at it and evaluate it. So, I'm compiling information to give to that person and everything. I personally would just like for this to be handled very quickly and quietly. I don't care about, I'm not really that interested in like massive cash payouts or anything. I mainly just want a retraction and an apology, would be enough. But unfortunately, this is someone who has convinced himself that once you are, if you are against his political views, then you are lower than dirt and undeserving of any kind of basic human decency. So it may be more involved than what I want. And the reality of it is, even if I find out I have a solid open and shut case, I'm still going to have to think long and hard about whether or not I want to go forward on this. I have one time previously been the plaintiff in a court case before, and it is not fun. It is not a fun process. Suing people is not something you ever want to be happy and giddy and excited about. So I have to decide if it's worth it to me and worth it on the whole to take this person to task. If I did, there would be a lot of justice done. There could be a lot of justice done because this is someone who regularly defames people, regularly makes untrue claims about people. And has done so in the past to a lot of people. So it's somebody that would have a comeuppance coming, certainly. But at the same time, this could be something that could go on for years. It could be something that could cost me tons and tons of money, and it could be it could be something where if it will serve to raise my public image in relation to the accusations that he's making. So I have to decide if I want to do that, if I want to go through with that. And so that's where it stands. And lastly, I'm going to say one more thing before I want to make one more point about supporting not just me, but any Patreon creators, YouTube content creators that you support. Thunderfoot has been successful in this regard. Sargon has been successful in this regard. There are plenty of others on Patreon now that deserve to be successful. Kathy Young is one of them. Woz Lee is another one of them. Those are two that spring to mind. And as finances allow, I intend to start backing more people on Patreon. But I want to make a point about something. When Sarkeesian and Quinn went to talk to the United Nations, what was their number one gripe? Their number one gripe was that people were making money off of criticizing them, that it was a cottage industry at this point. If you don't want to donate to me, donate to somebody else involved in all of this. But here's the thing. Knowing that cottage industry is what scares them. What really scares them is knowing that people are able to turn a profit on the commentary that they do, because you remember what they were saying about Gamergaters and Gamergate in general, that it would fade out and go away. When, like they were saying, when Destiny comes out, Gamergate's going to end because all the gamers will be playing that and they won't give a shit. They tried to push that stereotypical narrative about gamers that we were just, mindless, raving, wailing hyper-consumers, as Leigh Alexander put it. And we have shown time and again that we are not. We command the intellectual space that they tried to dominate for themselves. And when I do my reviews, they've already given us the Pauline Kael of game reviews. I want to now give you the Roger Ebert of game reviews. And yeah, I'm going to aspire to that level of quality criticism and commentary in my work. If we demonstrate that we have a market share, not just in support of certain games, but in support of one another, that is what will really scare them. That is what will put them on the defensive. That's what they're ultimately scared about. Look at how they tried to kill the Sarkeesian effect the minute it was announced. Look at how they attacked Thunderfoot for making money at his videos. This is the vulnerable spot. This is the flashing red spot that we need to aim at. Okay, we need to get as many YouTube content creators as you can get up to that level of $100 per video. Mundane Matt's another one that deserves to be up there. A lot of these people, the more you can get them up there, the more you can evolve this. They are quaking in their boots. So I hope you will help me save my channel, as it were, in terms of making it something lucrative. And yes, that is self-serving. Yes, I benefit from that. And yes, I want to make money at this, and there is absolutely nothing wrong with that. So I want you all to be a part of this, and this will help us. This will help us in the long run beat back the social justice warriors. In the meantime, I want to hear constructive comments in the comments section. What do you all want to see? What needs to happen to make this channel something that you want to get behind with Patreon donations? Talk to me. Thank you.